There is a reason some fall outfits look expensive before you even notice the coat, the shoes, or the handbag. And surprisingly, it often has very little to do with the price of the clothes. It comes down to color. The right color combination can make a simple knit and trousers look beautifully considered. The wrong combination can make an otherwise gorgeous outfit feel random, overly busy, or somehow cheaper than it actually is. And once you understand the combinations I'm about to show you, you'll start seeing them everywhere. In luxury boutiques, beautiful hotels, street style, even old photographs of women whose wardrobes still look remarkably modern today. So, let's start with the combination that may be the easiest way to make an ordinary autumn outfit look instantly more refined. 1. Camel and cream. Camel and cream are almost impossible to make look dated. But there's a subtle reason they work so well together. Neither color is fighting for attention. Cream gives camel lightness. Camel gives cream warmth. Together, they create a soft contrast that feels expensive without looking like you're trying to look expensive. Imagine a camel wool coat over a warm ivory sweater with cream or oatmeal trousers and a structured brown handbag. Nothing is screaming for attention. And that's precisely the point. Luxury styling often relies on visual quietness. Your eye moves smoothly from one piece to another instead of stopping at a loud contrast. But here's the detail many women overlook. The undertones matter. A creamy ivory usually works beautifully with warm camel. A stark, almost blue-white can sometimes make camel look dull or disconnected. So when you're shopping for fall whites, don't automatically reach for the brightest white in the store. Look for ivory, ecru, cream, oatmeal, or warm off-white. It creates that beautiful autumn lightness without making the outfit feel summery. And if you want the combination to look even more sophisticated, repeat the brown family somewhere else, perhaps in your belt, boots, or handbag. That tiny repetition makes the outfit look intentional, which brings us to a color combination that does something completely different. 2. Chocolate brown and burgundy. This is the combination for women who want their autumn wardrobe to feel richer without relying on black. Chocolate brown and burgundy have depth. Neither color is particularly bright, but together they create this almost jewel box effect, especially when the fabrics have beautiful texture. Think chocolate trousers with a burgundy cashmere-style sweater, or a deep burgundy coat with espresso brown boots and a dark brown bag. The interesting part is that these colors are close enough in visual intensity to feel harmonious, but different enough to create dimension. And texture makes a huge difference here. A matte brown trouser with a soft burgundy knit looks far more sophisticated than putting two shiny fabrics together. This is one of those little styling principles that can completely change an outfit. When your colors are rich, let your textures breathe. You don't need sequins, logos, or statement jewelry to create interest. The color depth does the work. And if you're over 40 or 50 and sometimes feel that black can look a little severe around the face, this combination gives you another option. Burgundy near the face can feel softer and warmer, while chocolate brown still provides the visual seriousness that black usually gives an outfit. But now, we're going to lighten things up, because one of the most elegant fall combinations is actually much cooler than you might expect. 3. Navy and camel. If black and camel are the classic pairing everyone knows, navy and camel are the sophisticated cousin that deserves far more attention. Why? Because navy provides structure without the harshness of black. Put a deep navy sweater with camel trousers, add brown loafers, and suddenly you have an outfit that feels polished enough for lunch, work, travel, or a beautiful weekend in the city. The contrast is clean, but not aggressive. And there's another advantage. Navy works beautifully across age groups. It doesn't depend on a particular trend or silhouette. A woman in her 30s can wear it. A woman in her 60s can wear it. The combination doesn't have an expiration date. Show side by side, black and camel versus navy and camel. If black and camel feels a little predictable to you, try replacing the black with navy. You may be surprised by how much more nuanced the outfit becomes, but the next combination is where autumn dressing starts to become really interesting. 4. Olive and cream. Olive green can look surprisingly luxurious, but only when it's treated as a neutral. That's the secret. Instead of thinking of olive as a green statement color, think of it as the autumn equivalent of khaki. Pair an olive jacket with a cream knit. Add dark brown leather accessories. Suddenly, the outfit feels grounded, natural, and quietly expensive. And there is something particularly beautiful about this combination because it echoes the colors we naturally associate with autumn. Dried leaves, warm stone, soft wool, aged leather, and muted greenery. It doesn't look manufactured. It looks harmonious, but be careful with saturation. A very bright yellow-green olive can become difficult to style elegantly. Muted olive, moss, military green, and dusty green tend to be much easier to integrate into a refined wardrobe. And if you're building a capsule wardrobe, this is one of those colors that can quietly earn its place. It works with cream, brown, camel, navy, even burgundy, which means one olive piece can create far more outfits than you might expect. Now, let's move into something slightly more feminine. 5. Dusty rose and chocolate brown. Fall doesn't have to mean abandoning feminine colors. You simply need to make them quieter. Instead of a bright pink, think dusty rose, muted blush, antique rose, or a soft mauve. Then pair it with chocolate brown. This changes the entire personality of pink. Suddenly it feels mature. The brown anchors the softness of the rose, while the rose prevents brown from becoming too heavy. Imagine a dusty rose knit tucked into dark chocolate trousers with brown suede loafers and a structured leather bag. It's feminine, but not girlish. And that's an important distinction. A polished wardrobe isn't about removing femininity as you get older. It's about choosing more sophisticated versions of feminine details. The same principle applies to color. You don't necessarily need brighter colors to look youthful. Sometimes better color relationships do much more. And now we're going to one of the strongest combinations on this entire list. 6. Burgundy and camel. If you want one fall color combination that instantly feels seasonal, elegant, and expensive, this is it. Burgundy has depth, camel has warmth. Together, they create contrast without becoming visually chaotic. Try camel trousers with a burgundy sweater. Or reverse it, a burgundy coat over a camel knit. Then keep the accessories restrained. Dark brown boots, a brown leather bag, perhaps gold jewelry. Notice what we aren't doing. We're not adding another 4 colors just because they're fall colors. That's where many outfits lose their polish. You have burgundy, you have camel. Let them be the story. This is an example of a broader rule. An expensive-looking outfit often has fewer visual decisions, not more. And once you understand that, the next combination makes perfect sense. 7. Charcoal, cream, and burgundy. This one is slightly more sophisticated because we're using 3 colors instead of 2. But there's a trick. One color needs to dominate. Think charcoal trousers or a charcoal coat as the foundation. Then add cream near the face, perhaps through a sweater or scarf. Finally, use burgundy as the accent. Maybe it's the handbag, maybe the shoes, maybe a belt, or a small scarf. This creates a visual hierarchy. Your eye knows where to look first, second, and third. Without that hierarchy, 3-color outfits can easily become busy. With it, they feel composed. Imagine 2 women walking into the same restaurant. One is wearing charcoal trousers, a cream sweater, a burgundy handbag, and simple leather shoes. The other is wearing black, bright red, white, tan, silver hardware, and 3 competing patterns. Neither woman necessarily spent more money, but the first outfit has something the second one lacks: editing. She made fewer decisions, and each one supports the others. That's a major part of what we perceive as sophistication. And finally, we come to a combination that proves you don't need dramatic contrast at all. 8. Tonal taupe, beige, and cream. This is the quiet luxury formula. Not because every neutral outfit automatically looks expensive, it doesn't, but because tonal dressing creates continuity. Imagine a taupe coat, beige trousers, cream knit, and soft tan shoes. The colors are close. The silhouette becomes the focus, the textures become the focus, the quality of the fit becomes the focus, and suddenly, details that would disappear in a busy outfit become visible. The line of the coat, the drape of the trousers, the texture of the knit, the shape of the handbag. This is why tonal outfits can look incredibly luxurious when they're done well. But here's the catch. If every piece is the same shade and the same texture, the outfit can become flat. Instead, create subtle variation. Cream against taupe, beige against camel, suede against wool, smooth leather against a soft knit. That's what gives a monochromatic outfit depth. And this leads us to the real secret behind all 8 combinations. Luxury isn't always created by adding more. Sometimes it's created by choosing what doesn't need to be there. So, before you buy another autumn piece, look at the colors already hanging in your closet. You may already have everything you need for a much more luxurious wardrobe. You simply haven't introduced the colors to each other yet. If you enjoyed this kind of practical elegance, subscribe to The Polished Woman for more timeless styling ideas, and watch the next video for even more ways to make your wardrobe look refined without constantly buying more.